Hey folks, Lana here with Cowboy Boots, Hats, and Western Life Enthusiasts. Welcome back to the channel today. I have my fiance Jacqueline,
Hello.
and today we're going to be reviewing a pair of ladies' boots from one of Rios Mercedes brand family. These are the Macie Bean Ostrich boots for ladies I just got for Jacqueline, and we're going to review those right after this. All right, y'all, so here it is, the Macie Bean model number M2005. These are the full quill ostrich wide square toe boots for the ladies. So let's go ahead and do a rundown on these, starting with the box. I think the box is really nice. It's got the flowers, Macie Bean top hand logo, and it's just a really good looking box, very feminine. And if y'all are going to be presenting this box to your wife or your girlfriend, I think it's a really nice looking box to begin with. What do you think about it?
I agree. It presents very well, and they're nice boots, and the box looks like that as well.
So let's go ahead and open these.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to start with the box open. They're going to be wrapped around plastic, and the cool thing about it is, just like anything that Rios Mercedes or the family companies make, are all going to be wrapped up really nicely. So it's going to come with what I recommend y'all keep all the time is the shaft shapers, and it's really nice. As Macie Bean's got the flowers, kind of like the box. Looks really good, but I do recommend y'all keep that. On the inside, you're going to find a little shaper for the inside of the boot, and both of them are going to have that. Over here, it kind of tells you some of the things that the boots are made out of. So it's going to have a nice little logo right here. And right away, I could tell y'all that the boot smells fantastic. What do you think of the smell of leather?
Yeah, infatuating leather smell.
Yep, intoxicating leather smell.
Oh.
But yeah, no, these boots are really, really nice looking. So let's go ahead and start with the sole. So the sole is full leather on the bottom. It's got a Goodyear welt. And on the bottom, if y'all could see here, it's got brass nails and lemon wood pegs. Now, of course, this is a wide square toe boot. And just like the men's boots that are wide square toe from Macie Beans or from Anderson Bean and all the other brands, they're going to be a roper heel. So it does have a stacked leather roper heel, and it's going to have the rubber cap right here on the bottom, which I know these hold out really well. Of course, on the welt, you're going to have your beautiful double stitch welt. The welt is a natural color with chocolate on top with white stitching. You got a bit of a narrower wide square toe, I would say. It's not as wide as some of my wide square toes, like my Anderson Bean or my Horsepower. Um, but it's really nicely profiled. It's kind of coming up front in the profile of it. You got all these beautiful brown quilt on top of the caramel color right here. And this is kind of like they call it off bone on the shaft. It's really nice looking shaft. And then the stitching pattern on it is going to be purple and turquoise. And then you got the turquoise piping right here. If I could say something about the counter, is that it's a very strong counter like you would find in your Anderson Bean or your Horsepower boots. This is all full grain cowhide here, cowhide lining on the inside, and it says right here, Macie Bean top hand, made in Mexico. Kind of leads me to believe that basically Macie Bean is the equivalent of Horsepower for their women boot. Now, on the inside, you're going to find something very similar to anything you would find in Anderson Bean, Horsepower, or Rios Mercedes, and that is a foam insole. Of course, there is also the inside, which is all leather lined here, and it's what I would personally prefer. But Jacqueline actually already tried the boots on and found that she is way more comfortable, and they fit great with that. If it was my boot review, of course, y'all know that I toss these, but for her, she's gonna keep it, and that's perfectly fine. So let's go ahead and try them on. All right, y'all. So here's our conclusion on these Macie Beans top handful Quill Ostrich boots. They're really nice boots. Now, being that they're made in Mexico, they're along the sides of the horsepower boots. Not so much like the Anderson Bean. Of course, Anderson Bean does not make women boot, or the Rios Mercedes, which Rios Mercedes does make women boots. Macie Beans is the more affordable Mexican-made ladies boots from Rios Mercedes. Now they wanted to give it its own brand, and that's really a nice thing. They have really good style. Full quill ostrich looks really nice. Now, of course, just like the horsepower, the skin that they use is going to be really good stuff. This is really nice, breathable, full quill ostrich. Um, so they definitely don't skimp out on quality. It's not going to be at the level, of course, of Rios Mercedes, but they are going to be really nice for the price that you pay. Now, talk about price. These are coming in at $469. You could probably find them a little cheaper. I have seen them a little cheaper, but that's the price that these are coming in at, and that's really nice. As far as the fit, I'm going to let her talk to y'all about that.
Yeah, the fit was great. It was super comfortable. My foot tends to run wide in an area which I usually wear. I'm a 9.5 wide. I was nervous because I do have a little bit bigger of a calf as well. It was perfect all around. The width was not a worry at all, and I slipped them on, especially them being brand new. I took a couple steps and it felt great. So
And that's one thing about horsepower and obviously Macie Bean. Um, they are going to be out of the box really comfortable. Rios Mercedes, I feel you have to break them in because they're a little bit on a tighter last just so that they could conform to your foot better. Macie Bean, horsepower, Anderson Bean, they're going to be a little bit of a better out of the box fit, shall I say. And definitely when it comes to like boots like Ariats, a lot of them are made overseas. A lot of the ones you have are made overseas.
yeah.
And they basically won't have the same feel and fit as a boot that is made by one of the experienced cobbler at in Leon, Mexico. Uh, as far as the styling and everything, what do you feel about it?
I like it a lot. I love pink, and this is a light shade of pink. I like the turquoise touch on here, and the stitching is purple, which is awesome. So you kind of have best of both worlds with a little bit of color in the shaft and the traditional ostrich in the foot. Um, I think they're very very pretty.
Yep. And also, like I said, this is a very traditionally made boot. And for the price that y'all are getting this at from a company like Rios Mercedes that is making these boots, it's really good. Of course, they always try to give good value with these Macie Beans and horsepowers. And definitely, these do not disappoint. Well, I hope y'all liked this review. If you did, please hit like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you on the next one.